Hey everyone, welcome to News to Astonish, where we discuss comic book related media. I'm your host, Ronnie. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Sorry I haven't been uploading new content more than usual, but I've been extremely busy with work, and since the holidays are here, my hours have gone way up at work, and I've been very busy. So yeah, super busy stuff, and yeah, it's crazy right now. The madness is just incredible. Other than that, it's been a fun week. If you're tuning into the CW, the 4-night crossover event is happening right now, and it started with Supergirl back on November 28th. Flash was the day after, and then Arrow was yesterday, last night. It's really awesome. You should definitely check it out. Tonight's the final night because it's an all-new episode of Legends of Tomorrow, which is the fourth part of the crossover event, so it's going to be really insane. It's going to be an epic conclusion of the alien invasion event that's going on the CW, so yeah, definitely check it out. I'm going to see it tonight, right after this review is uploaded. Stick around. Before I get into the review, I just want to point out that so far most of my videos are Marvel based reviews, and I only have one DC comic review excluding this one. Let's just say I haven't gotten around to it, and I don't want you all to think that I prefer Marvel over DC or anything like that. It's just that I have a lot to read, and so far the Marvel material has just gotten my attention mostly. But don't despair, ladies and gentlemen, for there is a channel called BMA Comics Con. If you want to really see more DC reviews, I suggest you go ahead and check out his channel, or click on the new playlist that I created for my channel. It's titled BMA Comics Con DC Reviews. You're gonna see it on my playlists if you go to my channel right now, and it's definitely really worth your time. So go ahead and check it out after the review or before the review, whichever you want. Anyways, now that I got all that out of the way, this is a review for All-Star Batman number 2. Let's get to it. So All-Star Batman number 2 picks up right after All-Star Batman number 1, obviously, and we've discovered that Two-Face is the villain of the issue. I just want to address the tone of this issue and how it's bringing out the best out of John Romita Jr.'s work ever since his move to DC, and I thought that was important because we can see that this issue has set a tone, and so far it's being very consistent. Remember how I mentioned in my last review that the series brings out more colors? Well, it sure delivers here in this issue. When I was reading this comic, I didn't really feel like I was reading a Batman comic. See, Batman has certain elements and themes to his comics. They tend to be very gritty, dark, and have a heavy use of dark colors, like black, obviously. But here, you get a large amount of brighter and warmer tones and colors, still retaining its gritty elements, but more standout colors, and of course a perfect pencil work. There are some funny moments in this issue, to my surprise. There is this moment where Killer Croc is getting a pretty funny introduction, and then all of a sudden an even bigger villain shows up, which is Killer Shark, gets an even funnier introduction, and just when you think it's over, there's more. Another villain by the name of Amygdala gets an introduction. So you got all these villains piling up on Batman when he's fighting Two-Face, and all of a sudden these three larger-than-life villains just show up and just want a piece of him, basically. They just want to kill Batman. You kind of feel bad for him, but Batman, obviously, with his clever tactics, he finds a way out of it, so there's no need to despair. He's fine. So if you're worried about issues like this not having enough humor, there's no need to despair. This issue's got plenty of humor with one-liners and visual gags that made me chuckle a little. I gotta say, seeing more humor like this in a Batman comic is really surprising and refreshing. I'm just really enjoying it, and overall, I'm captivated by the writing in this issue, and it's awesome. One thing I have to note about the writing is that the story tends to go back and forth. That tends to be confusing at times. It's not really necessarily a bad thing because this issue is really good, but after reading this issue, you know, more than once, you'll start to understand where and when the events take place. It's comics, guys. Time can be really confusing in comic books.
More like a big ball of wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
In this issue, we get flashbacks, time jumps, and of course cuts of events taking place at the same time and day as the events of our hero's adventure. That seems to be the recurring theme in this series, so yeah, be prepared for a lot of that stuff. But despite all the time jumps and flashbacks and all the major appearances from major villains, the comic never detracts from its main focus, and that focus is on the conflict of our two main characters, Batman and Two-Face. And if you can pull off a story that's convoluted, yet entertaining and interesting, then you've got yourself a fantastic story. I'm going to give this issue 4 out of 5 stars. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Tell me what you thought about this issue. Be sure to tune into tonight's episode of DC's Legends of Tomorrow on the CW for the 4-night cross event, because it's gonna be insane. Follow me on social media. Be sure to like this video by clicking that thumbs up. I'll leave a few annotations up for you to click on. Subscribe for more comic book related media, and I will see you all in the next comic panel.